You are watching Anachronology.
Yeah, let's get at it. Let's
What
get
do we
at
got
it.
here
Let's go.
from
Let's go. Let's hit some food up. Food's
what
up
do we
first.
what are they what are they giving to us? What are they delivering?
Yeah,
What are they
let's.
delivering?
What are they
What do we gotta take a
delivering?
bite out of? Shut up. Your puns are terrible.
Absolutely delicious.
It's gabagool.
It's a gabagool. I
I
hope
mean, shit.
Gabagool is on here.
I
If
mean,
Gabagool isn't, I think if they're
Sopranos was
missing, it's
99, wasn't
missed
it?
out at 99. Sopranos. We should be
Yeah.
talking about that on TV. Food, baby. Food, food, food. Everybody loves food. This gentleman
George
here, AI producer, has given us an amazing visual here. It's horrific. I don't even know what this
it's
is.
it's George R. R. Martin on instead of like the Iron Throne, it's like the throne of food. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's him
It's
after his
immaculate.
first Game of Thrones paycheck right here. Oh my Jesus.
He won't leave.
Ah,
Okay.
food.
Freak
Okay, it looks like what do we have up here at first for food? These look like edible arrangements, right? Am I correct in
Edible
saying that?
Arrangements apparently was founded in 1999.
Interesting.
I don't know. I mean, I guess was it easier to like send food in the like I could I mean, all right, let me put it this way. I don't order a lot of edible arrangements now, but I'm sure like shipping has must gotten better with keeping things fresh. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell did they have in 1999 like for edible arrangements? I don't know if I've ever seen anyone. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone like in the past 9 years, let alone
I
1999,
mean,
an edible
you
arrangement.
you know what I do remember, from the late '90s was and this is probably all the tie-in. I remember listening to Howard Stern and, Sherry's Berries was hot.
Or,
Remember Sherry's Berries? So,
I mean,
I feel like we were tapping into something at that point where people were just like, "Hey, I love you, and I'm not gonna send you flowers. I'm gonna send you shit you can eat." And
so
I
I
think
definitely
then, you're rocking the boat a little bit, but I
see.
like it. It's different.
I d I don't know when Sherry's Berries is. I know that there's the infamous Bill Burr Sherry's Berries ad read. "Oh, look at these people." But j
Wow.
what? Did they
I mean,
offered
how much is that gonna run you? That's a lot of fresh fruit. It's probably I mean, it's just the I would assume, like, you're paying for the labor of putting it together and making it look pretty, but just the freshness of it too, like you said. I mean, you can't that's that's gotta be a, like, a by the day shipping method. You can't be that can't be sitting somewhere in some FedEx outpost.
That's what I mean, like, fruit rots like a son of a bitch. Like, I get, like, having it encased in chocolate, but we're looking at, like, non all chocolate encased fruit here. We've got some, like, cantaloupe and pineapple dandelions, some, like, honeydew leaves, some little grape flowers, like, there's gonna be flies all over that, and, like, a hot truck and a UPS truck in the middle of July.
Yeah,
Here, here, I got you an infestation.
Um, okay, so AI producer gave us some notes on this. So edible arrangements were first launched in 1999. The founders of the company are Tariq Farid. I think that's our man right there, Tariq,
Oh, there he is.
and Kamran Farid. Hey, East Haven, Connecticut. Some New England boys. Headquarters for the company was located in Atlanta, Georgia. And yeah, I guess 1999 was the kickoff for this to become super popular. And, like I said, I never bought one for anybody. I mean, maybe I guess also the dipped chocolates kind of thing. Like you can dip anything in chocolate, I assume. So I would assume that was also something that was cool and, chocolate covered strawberries and this and that and cherries and all the other shit you can dip in chocolate and send your loved ones. I mean, then again, it's like if you send somebody an edible fruit arrangement, are they already in their head like, why is he sending me fruit? Is
And, I
I'm
mean,
fat?
and, like, the chocolate chip strawberries I get, like, that, like, makes sense. These, again, this thing is monstrous, bro. This looks like it belongs on not, like, coming to your doorstep. This could be, like, at a wedding. Like, this is how, like,
Agreed.
elaborate these things are.
And
Like, how
also,
much
like, how are you gonna eat all that fruit?
yeah.
If it imagine if you sent that to your wife or something, she's like, "Jesus Christ, she better get going on that. That's a family edible arrangement."
I mean, if like, depending on how much shit you have in your fridge, like, could you even have the leftovers of all this peeled fruit that's just gonna, like, turn? Like, I mean, I don't understand. I wish they gave us some info on, like, how these were shipped because now I'm more curious about,
Yeah,
like
was dried ice a big deal? I mean, I would assume they have to stay at a certain temperature after, an amount of time or they're gonna spoil. So,
dude, this
it's
is gonna
amazing that it's still going on to this day, I believe. It's a hot industry, but yeah, 1999 blowing up the edible arrangement, arena here apparently.
like, this is like I said, chocolate chip strawberries I got, like, this is straight up freaking bouquets of fruit. I I don't understand.
That lady looks like she's eyeballing a strawberry that she's gonna steal off that thing too.
Well, what else do they
Um,
have it? They got, like, pastries? This isn't I guess they put pastries in the freak edible arrangement? There's, like, baklava there, some
it's
Turkish
kinda like
delight?
it's like the Wisconsin Bloody Mary. There's just random stuff on skewers.
That makes sense. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
right. Just
there
like
you
there's a
go. Oh, this is
cheeseburger in it for
great.
some
Oh,
reason.
this looks so delicious. Oh, this is great. Okay, did not know. So there we go. Edible arrangements off the bat for 1999 food. What else we got?
The
Oh,
big okay.
baby.
Alright,
Now
alright.
this is bringing it back, man. This is definitely I mean, I remember dining and eating some big New Yorker pizza.
Okay, if the price is
Damn.
I wish we get some dimensions on the big New Yorker because 13.99. I don't know what even Pizza Hut pizza costs now, but I do remember the marketing for this. It was look at that ad. Look at this. If well, you guys can't if you're listening to this, but if you're watching this video, I mean, that is they don't make slices like this at Pizza Hut
Oh,
anymore, right?
and it says it came with 6 XL slices. So you got 6 fat, quote unquote, New York. Now, my thing is if anybody's been to New York and you've had a New York slice, I would really give this the Pepsi challenge. And just by looking at it, the crust already seems a little bit too thick. Like it's definitely not. But I think where they got you was the size of the
Yeah.
slice. That's where they were. That's where they had the carte blanche to say it was a big New Yorker.
The marketing of it too. It's like you said, a New York slice. There's synonymous with that just instead of being, I don't know, like a wimpy little bar pie or just I mean that iconic New York slice. That thing is like the size of a dinner plate, and you got to fold it in half to eat it. I mean, they weren't giving your local, Little Caesars wasn't doing that. I mean, any delivery pizza place did not have anything. Definitely no 6 XL slices. Can you imagine the deal?
No,
You must have felt like you're getting for 13.99. Like you're
yeah,
taking
that
a
was
trip to New York for less than $20.
that was the geniuses at Pizza Hut feeling like they were gonna step ahead of the curb and make this offering. But I mean, this was also a time to be alive because I mean, this is late 90s. I vividly remember the giant pizza craze of the 90s. There was like the Bigfoot
Oh, the
pizza,
Bigfoot.
the huge one.
I think it was also from Pizza Hut, the Bigfoot, I
What was
think.
the Little Caesars one called? Remember there was also a possible a little I know Little Caesars got into the big pizza train too, man. Everybody at one point was like, "Dude, it's gotta be
This is
giant
ours.
pizza.
Yeah, we have to. We're
Got
getting
to. We're
killed by
getting
Pizza
killed."
Hut on the big New Yorker. We
And
have to compete.
yeah, and every like kid's birthday party you went to, it was roll the dice. You were either getting the big pizza from someplace or the giant party sub from Subway. You just
Oh, yeah.
choose the form of your destructor for your friend's 13, 14-year-old birthday party, basically.
I mean, how close is the nearest Chuck E. Cheese, right? Depends, but
Absolutely.
Pizza Hut, every town got a Pizza Hut.
But there's like part of me that like I'm looking at it and I'm just not I don't know if me now would enjoy the big New Yorker. I don't know if I'd be like Richie Rich up there in the top left with his
Oh, Review
giant
Bra. Review Bra is awesome.
yeah, with his giant big New Yorker pizza. And it seems like it did make a comeback too, that they've brought it back into the marketing world. I mean, in maybe several years after its premiere, but I don't know, man. It's not as amazing and awe-inspiring as it once was.
I mean, that's like, dude, that was the dude. There's no place was doing that back then. This was literally like taking New York City into your own home.
I can taste the cigarette butts and old shut down porn stores just
Comes
in
with a
every bite.
delivered with a rat the size of your cat.
Okay, next up. Wow. I assume this is fusion food?
It says fusion foods here. Apparently, I don't know if 1999 was like the kickoff of fusion foods. I mean, but what do we got here? We have
Ugh,
looks like a ramen burger. So
gross.
the bread instead of a bun is of ramen noodles that seem to have been fried. Some
Like a
sort of
college kid creation right there.
yeah, you know what? There's a stoner in me though. That's not a bad idea. And then this just looks like anything you get on the other, like the corn dogs. They just look like anything that would be at the Minnesota State Fair. Like they do. I feel like
Yeah. Put it on a
fusion.
stick and fry it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that could be. I think that one's like flaming Cheetos, nacho cheese. It looks like. I don't know if this is some sort of like Korean or Mexican. It's got cilantro on it, and then I don't know what the barber pole is, But
I
either
feel
way,
like
I mean,
that would be $30 nowadays, but just to get those 3 things in that
oh
offering
yeah,
right
easily,
there. And
easily.
that's it. I think if fusion food started its kind of, roll into the zeitgeist in 1999, I mean, I would say that years after it just became the thing. I mean, there's so many restaurants that are just solely based their cuisine, their menu on a fusion, on a particular mashing together of 2 types of food, and some really work and some are fucking disgusting.
So I wonder if the innovation here. So I wonder if what sparked the, I guess, 1999ery of fusion food is the Western, like, fast food places. They were, like, exported to Japan.
Mm.
And then, because in the palate of, obviously, the culture is different, but you still have, like, a hamburger
Mhm.
or chicken or, this is fried, this is in a bun, and, the Japanese get a hold of it, and they fucking
Oh
reverse
god.
engineer something, and then they, like, some, executive, he goes over for whatever meeting, and like, "Oh, let us take you to this place," and they're like, "You guys are doing what? You're putting rice noodle instead of burger bun? Well, I can't fucking do that back home. However, let me go find somebody and invest in some sort of Korean taco box or whatever the heck they got going on, because I mean, it just seems like before there ever was, restaurants specifically created to mix two things together. You have leftovers in your fucking fridge. It's like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
eat this and this, and then boom, congratulations, you're a fusion chef.
That's just kind of it. I feel like it's like whatever the imagination could conjure up, in some way could be slapped on. Yeah, I mean, here's some more, oh my
Oh
god,
my
some more, let's say this,
oh my
DIY
god.
fusion, and this is again, I guess, could fall under the category Christmas candle salad. I wanna throw up just looking at it.
Oh
Ew,
my dude, I don't know who that, like, this is like from Better Homes and Garden,
ew.
or it's so
None of
old
it
there
looks
isn't even a
appealing.
photo.
Is there
It's like
oh.
it's
And
a
they put it on,
drawn,
like, a plate with greens too, like, who's taking any of that and putting it together and sticking it in their mouth and going, "Mmm."
like, who why would you even eat, like, half a banana at any type of party? Like, if anyone who can't see this, it's a freaking Jello
Yeah.
mold, like, star jiggler with a banana that looks like it has
It's a jiggler.
jizz coming out of it, and it's served, like Tom said, like, on a bed of arugula, and it's next to, like, some mayonnaise or something. Like, why would Christmas candle salad, cherry and banana mold?
Ooh.
Even
And
as someone
then
who likes fruit, cherry and banana doesn't even go together.
no, 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 no. It's drastically terrible on the taste buds. And then this vegan spaghetti donut with California black olives and a vegan parmesan and maz.
Dude,
They're so hip they can't call mozzarella maz.
I think they can't legally call it mozzarella.
They can't
It's not really
legally call it
legally, they
maz.
can't.
They'd be
Uh,
sued.
dude, I think that is also sometimes, like, when they like, food will be encased in, like, aspic or, like, gelatin to, like, dude, doesn't that not look, like, super shiny, like it's encased in some sort of, like, clear
It does not
glaze?
look right or edible at any way. And then, of course, rounding it off, leave it to the makers of Spam to have a limited edition pumpkin spice Spam. Yeah, no thanks. Even just regular Spam, I got to pass on. I can't do the goddamn pumpkin spice.
See, now I'd be interested to know if, like, before 1999, did Spam do anything that was like, pumpkin spice? Did they do, like, a turkey dinner Spam? Did they do,
Right.
hey, like, a breakfast Spam? Because, or like with
Oof.
eggs or hash browns or something? I mean, any of that's kind of fusiony. I mean,
Yeah, I
Jesus Christ.
agree. Just maybe did everybody jump on said train of the fusion uh wows that were coming out in this time? Oh,
Or
I gotta be part of
or
this.
is it because there really was, like,
It's
there was
gross.
just, like, there was no Instagram, so people were like,
Yeah.
You have General Tso's in a burrito? How?" Like, I mean, is it just, like, spread like wildfire?
Yeah, you're right. There's not influencers like telling you everything that's on their plate and all these posts. It was like just, it was Aunt Bethany's Christmas candle salad image on her recipe card that she
Ugh,
shares with all her other
It
family
is now time
members.
for a segment.
Oh, okay. It's now
okay.
time for a segment. Okay,
Alright.
bossy pants. All right. Well, that said, let's rock up a segment then. We like doing fun little segments incorporated with our categories here at Anachronology. This segment is one we like to call "Convince Me I'm Wrong," and it's
What?
exactly as it sounds. We are going to come out with a statement that we both strongly believe in, and then typically we leave it up to facts and or usually AI producer to prove us wrong in some way, shape, or form, or to convince us to move ourselves over to the other side. Topic on this convince me I'm wrong is my favorite, American cheese. And what is the deal between the white versus the yellow, and which one is highly superior? I mean, this is an age-old debate. This is a very age-old debate, I would say.
As someone who does love cheese, I wonder if I'm assuming that the white came first, or did someone who made American
Hmm.
cheese like? Because I know I want to say the only difference is like the coloring, like it doesn't really affect taste, but that also could just be like I'm
Yeah, you're
talking my
right.
ass here because I feel like if I were to have both of them in front of me, I feel like I
They would
would be
taste
able to.
exactly the
I
same.
feel like I feel like the orangey one would taste orange, like the yellow would taste yellower.
Yeah,
But
that's true too. It's like I kind of wish I had two slices to do
yeah,
a very detailed
but okay,
comparison.
okay, so but convince me I'm wrong. Okay, producer. All right, so convince me I'm wrong. I mean, I'm just like I feel like the classic iconic. It's the yellow American. Like yeah, yellow, right?
I'm
I mean,
yellow. I'm with you, man. I personally think I've always been yellow. I remember like a vivid memory of like I remember my mom buying American cheese back when I was a kid, but she'd get them from like the grocery store and they would just come in just like this, just like Homer, a block of a ton of cheese, but it was the white one. And it was like finding a page in a book. You'd have to find the peel on it and peel it off and peel it off. And it was a whole process, but it was the big block of white American cheese. But
yeah,
man, those Kraft singles, those yellow Kraft singles melting on a hamburger or something, get out. Grilled
dude, it's
cheese, come on.
Dude, I can remember like I have like grilled cheese 100%. That was one of like the first like you're old enough to use the stove meals you can make for yourself, dude. Dude,
Yeah,
I can remember getting in trouble for using like too much American cheese to make a bomb ass grilled cheese. Like where'd all the cheese go? It's like I ate it because it's fucking dope ass American cheese.
because it's freaking delicious. All right, AI producer, that said, I think we're both in the yellow camp. And I think if you really want
Jesus.
to prove your point, convince us we're wrong.
Hello, Tom and Clay. I understand that you have a preference for yellow American cheese and believe it is superior to white American cheese.
Yep.
However, I'll present you with some points that might challenge your perspective and show you why your belief may not be entirely accurate. Keep in mind that
Okay.
personal taste preferences can differ, so ultimately, the better choice is subjective and dependent on individual preferences. Taste and flavor. Taste is subjective, but many argue that white American cheese offers a milder, creamier flavor compared to its yellow counterpart. The white variety allows the subtle flavors of the cheese to shine through, making it a versatile choice for various dishes. Versatility. White American cheese tends to be more versatile in culinary applications. Its mild flavor profile makes it a great option for melting on sandwiches, burgers, or grilled cheese. Its neutral taste complements other ingredients without overpowering them, allowing the flavors of the dish to come together harmoniously. Natural appearance. The yellow color in yellow American cheese often comes from artificial additives such as annatto, a food coloring. While these
Annatto.
additives are generally recognized as safe, some people prefer to avoid artificial colorings. White American cheese retains a more natural appearance, which can be visually appealing to many individuals. Health considerations.
Health with cheese.
Who cares?
When comparing yellow and white American cheese, both varieties are quite similar in terms of nutrition. However, if you have concerns about consuming artificial colorings or prefer a more natural approach to your diet, white American cheese may be a more suitable choice for you. Traditional authenticity. While yellow American cheese has gained popularity over time, it is worth noting that the original American cheese was white. If you value traditional or historical authenticity, white American cheese can be seen as the original and classic choice.
So
Ultimately,
it's
the
the racist
choice
cheese? Is that what
between
you're telling
yellow
me?
and white American cheese comes down to personal preference.
Yeah.
While
Case
yellow
closed.
American cheese may be your preferred option, it's essential to consider the various factors mentioned above and be open to exploring different flavors and possibilities. Variety and diversity in our food choices can lead to new and exciting experiences.
Okay, maybe tiptoed on the racist side there in the end, AI producer, but I kind of understand where you're going from.
All right.
Thank you for all the
However,
knowledge. I
yeah.
don't think I'm
However,
tipped. I don't think I'm tipped.
like when like milder, it said like milder. Like come on, I want my American cheese to taste American cheesy. I don't want a mild American cheese. Like American cheese by definition is mild. How the hell much more mild is it going to
I
get?
agree. I agree. I need the cheese flavor in there if it's gonna get hidden underneath everything else. I mean, I feel like cheese is like the blanket on anything. You just put the delicious cheese blanket across it. You get that cheesiness and the flavor. I don't need it to be lost.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they said
Hell
something
out of
to her
here, dude.
like harmonious or something or expression of it's like yo, it's American cheese. How much like it goes on a fucking burger? There's not
Yeah,
gonna go.
dude. I mean, come the F on, dude.
I believe it is time for an entertaining segment.
Another entertaining segment. You just like these segments today, my man. All right, cool.
Jeez.
Okay, well, let's do another segment. Sure.
Oh,
This
shit.
segment we always like to call Hello from Earth. Hello from Earth is fairly straightforward. It's basically us talking to our otherworldly brethren out there, explaining things to them. Envision it as a time capsule. If they found this, which they may, we can help explain some things of our history to those that are, I guess, enamored with our strange ways.
Yeah, well, we figure if this is all getting pumped out into the universe in the late 70s, there's this thing called the Golden Record that they put a bunch of mathematics and is basically the information that to show if some intelligent life form came across it, they'd be like, oh, these freaking hairless monkeys, we can go take them over. But I say that to say because we're not smart scientists who put out the golden record. We're Tom and Clay, so we can only offer up what we can from the year 1999 to whoever the heck might come across it. And I don't know if they're gonna like it or not because it's the year 1999. We have vegan don't. Oh, we got the Food Network
Oh,
though. Food Network.
okay. This is an interesting one to explain to
That's
people not of this world.
better than the vegan spaghetti donut.
It is better. I'm glad that we don't have to explain that. Okay, the Food Network, very interesting. I think possibly the best way to describe the Food Network to uh, outer worldly beings would be to show them the Food Network. So, AI
We
producer pulled up one of our playlists on our Anachronology YouTube channel, which you should go to and subscribe to, and you can view all the playlists on there from all of our shows, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, if you want to go back and show
So
your friends this
yeah,
1999 Food
go show
Network
your
clip.
friends what was going down at that time. But yeah, I mean, give a brief synopsis. What even was the Food Channel? If you were to explain it to someone that has no freaking clue of what it is.
Okay, you know how that you have to like eat every day, and there's also a large portion of the world who doesn't get to do that. This is a television show that shows a bunch of fucking people basically not necessarily wasting food, but celebrating it, and it's something where you can literally, it's like the distillation of like gluttony. It really is like the distillation of gluttony. It's like there's so much just excess that we just have a fucking
Yeah.
but I get off my high horse here. It's the Food Network. It was basically reality TV. Instead of being about manufactured drama, they would be like cooking shows, but then also personalities that would show the recipes of either what they grew up in or the restaurants they work at. But it was kind of like trying to make like different cultures accessible
Yeah.
by what everyone has to do, which is eat food.
It was definitely a tie-in with, like you said it best, personality versus food. And when you mix them all together, you got kind of something like this.
Next time from Martha's Kitchen, visit a fig nursery
There she
and
is.
learn a secret family recipe for a
Queen
fantastic
of the Food
fig.
Network, Martha
Some
Stewart.
wonderful and delicious ways to serve figs.
Delicious.
From Martha's Kitchen tomorrow at
And not
6:30
do
p.m.
insider
Eastern.
trading.
Let's kick it up a notch.
Hey.
Oh man.
Delicious.
Oh yeah, the king and queen of the Food Network in the late 90s, Emeril Lagasse and Martha Stewart.
Didn't he get banned for doing Bad Touch?
The best
You don't really hear about Emerald no more.
barbecues.
You know what? You don't.
Best of. We'll take you there.
The best
Jill
bagel
Cordy?
sides, tastings, tales.
Ooh, yeah.
5 states in
Also,
30
it was a
minutes.
lot of-
The best of
It was a lot of
travels
video of
everywhere.
people
Tonight,
eating too,
9
Remember
which
that
you
guy?
had to
on
get
Food
used to.
Network.
That Mark
Hey
Silverstein.
guys,
I remember that
here we
guy.
are. All of us right here at the
Emerald.
big game. You should be here with us.
Food
Hey!
Network is sending Emerald to pro football's
Bam!
biggest
Wasn't that
game, and
Emerald
you can
thing?
go with
Bam!
it.
He would
With
hit it with
Pursuit
some
of Food
pepper,
Network's
salt.
Bam Bam Atlanta Tailgate Jam,
Whoa,
plus tickets to
literally.
the big game. When you see the Bam Bam logo, send us
Oh,
the date
God,
and time
the
you see
Bam
it,
Bam
along with your
logo.
name, address, and phone number, or enter at foodtv.com.
Ooh, can we enter that?
Plus,
Can we enter
5
that?
winners will get an Advantia
There's no
oven from
expiration.
GE. Food Network's Bam Bam Atlanta Tailgate Jam.
Bam
Brought to
Bam.
you by Food Network, Pepsi AC, GE,
Look at
and
these
these fine
sponsors, too.
sponsors.
Going for it.
Next on Food Network, Curtis Aiken's pick of the day is bound to be fruitful and
Oh,
vegetable
shit.
for that matter. Then check our guest gourmet of the day on Chef du Jour, plus the always cool Hot Off the Grill with Bobby Flay.
Oh,
Food
my
Network,
God,
full
Bobby
of
Flay.
Dude,
Yeah,
did
so this is
do these
crazy.
bumpers even exist anymore? Like what we're watching right here, where it says like, at 3:30, dude, is there so much like on demand TV? Like, I don't know, I don't have like cable. So is there like in between shows, do they have this shit like what's coming
I
on?
don't, dude, I
Or do
don't
they
know.
just like feed you like show after show, like this one ends, this one starts, this one ends, this one starts?
I don't know. I don't know either. I don't really have cable, but I think that I would assume they have to have some kind of plug for what's coming up next. But it's amazing to me that even at this time period, because I think the Food Network actually came in the early 90s, but actually came to its like kind of the fever pitch that it was in the late 90s. And the fact that they could fill on the half hour this much bullshit programming about food is impressive.
I mean,
A lot of food.
That Jill Cordes, I don't remember her. That Mark Silverstein guy. Do you remember him though? I do remember him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know most of those people. Like I said, I think I was pretty safe with Bobby Flay and Emeril and Martha Stewart seemed to be the big pillars, and they obviously all like just exploded after this and opened restaurants and had cookware and everything they could put their name on.
I mean, I think the only one still standing is old Martha Stewart. She's doing something with Snoop. I haven't heard anything, but what's his name? Emeril. Haven't heard anything from Emeril. And then,
after doing some jail time, she became even more famous. She was notorious after her little stint in prison.
Insider
What else
trading.
we got here?
Cooking Live at 7 is really about getting dinner on the table. Cooking Live
Goddamn
prime
right.
time at 10 o'clock is more about the whole world of food.
It's the all-new series Cooking Live.
Oh, that looks
Prime Time.
boring as shit.
that was just like a wine mom just talking about like how she has been.
Wow, they're not holding back here. Two fat ladies. Oh, actually, that aired on the Food Network.
Grab that crab, Clarissa. Eat that meat,
Craig.
Jennifer. Why doesn't that feather look pleasant? Fasten your
Oh my
teeth.
God,
Look
she
after
shot
number
a fucking dove.
fat ladies are
They were only able to shoot one episode for the first season because the whole budget went into this opening sequence.
It's pretty intense for
Yo,
that's
two
the most
fat ladies.
ambitious one. Oh, listen to this.
Oh, food bites.
It's like music.
This food
This
bite
is
is
food
brought to
bite
you by
intermission.
Brummel and Brown Spread.
Oh yeah.
Does that even
Hi
exist
there.
anymore?
Here's
Hi
a way to
there.
enjoy the rich, creamy taste of butter on all your
This
favorite
Brady
foods.
Bunch mom looking
Use Brummel and
motherfucker.
This is
Brown,
called
the only
spread,
bread blended
made
with
with
the wholesome
yogurt.
goodness of
Ew.
yogurt. No matter what you're having for breakfast, muffins, waffles, or bread,
Spread it
jack up
on.
with Brummel and Brown. It gives an ordinary breakfast choice a rich,
Lady.
buttery taste.
Ugh.
Now,
Yo,
I also use Brummel and Brown at lunch and dinner as a topping for our
I
favorite
bet you
foods.
do, and I'm sure your
It's great
cholesterol
on
is through the
everything from
roof.
pasta to baked potatoes. And it even makes a
And here you
stir-fry
go.
veggie
This is a
dish
great
delicious.
a combination of
Or you can try creating
the
your
Food
own
Network,
spreads
which
or
is it was
toppings
just a
with
big
Brummel and Brown.
commercial for
Now, here's one
sponsors
that I
too. If you
love.
think about it,
Fresh
everything is
herb
some big,
spreads.
we're gonna
Add 1
sponsor
teaspoon
this.
each of
It's
fresh
brought to you
chopped
by this.
herbs
It's all
like
food. It's
basil,
all scratching
thyme,
each other's back. Look at this shit.
and
Dude, that
parsley.
does not look good, man.
With 1
No,
half
that's a
cup of
lot of
Brummel and
parsley.
Brown. You can substitute
Yeah, but just the
dried
fact
herbs,
that
such
they're
as
saying this
1/3
is supposed to
teaspoon
replace
each.
butter.
Then spread it on a
Dude,
French
this company
baguette,
doesn't
pop
exist
in the
anymore.
broiler,
It
and you'll
can't.
have a great tasting bread
What
to
do,
go
what do
with
you mean
dinner.
they don't want to eat
Now,
my
whether you
yogurt
use it
butter?
as a topping or
Yes,
a
sir.
spread,
No one
Brummel
wants
and
to eat your
Brown,
yogurt
the
butter.
creamy taste of butter that your family will love.
Wow. What else we got here? Oh, Emerald Live. Here we go. Got pumped up. Oh man. What a time to be alive. I would have loved to have a live Emerald tape. But look at him. He was like in good shape. Probably doing a little blow on the side from that tape.
Oh, he must have. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, that was a firm handshake. Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, he's so over. He's not even wearing like his chef whites. He's just wearing a suit. Like he looks like a waiter. He don't look like a no chef.
All right.
All right.
So the question is, how's everybody in Chicago doing tonight?
Man, pretty good, Emerald.
All these people are held here against their will.
Yeah.
Emerald's running really late. I have to go pick up my kids.
The real reason
He'll be here.
that people come to Chicago is for the food.
Oh,
It's not those cows on the street
okay.
there, Mom.
Yeah, it's a lot of clapping and a lot of Emerald. Okay, that's Emerald. What's this
I
one?
mean, has much changed though? I mean, they still have those. I mean, I don't have cable, so I don't watch Food Network, but I think they have that kind of stuff. Oh, this
This
show
is my
was the
favorite
shit.
part of late 90s Food Network.
Oh yeah,
Hells yeah, dude. Iron Chef slapped.
dude, this was so good. This is the ones where there was all silver in
Yeah.
Japan. Like they had to sub
Ooh,
dub
that
everything.
guy too, the MC guy he would wear like a weird like bullfighter's uniform and like whip off the there he is. And I have to give him that. It was just absolute perfection. It was the pageantry that they put into it. It was absolutely.
I think he was the Emperor of Iron Kitchen. I think that was his official title.
Was he? Oh my god! I didn't even know he had a
Emperor.
title. That makes it
he
even
was
better.
Yeah, he was like the nameless. He never gave him. He was just the Emperor. I'm pretty sure. Which, dude, I remember he would at the beginning of every episode where it would
That's
be like
incredible.
pitting against this master chef, and he would like be inspecting produce, and he would like take a bite out of a pepper, and he'd be like. Like,
Yes.
dude, it was awesome.
Yes, always. He'd always
It was
have
like-
he'd have an aside look he'd give you, and you'd just be like, yeah, this guy.
It was like freaking pepper that came off the freaking tree of knowledge. It was awesome.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think visually we tried to do a good job of at least describing to our otherworldly folk what is Food Channel. Aliens, if you do take over the world, I feel you need to reignite some kind of 24-hour food network for the people that you've enslaved. That might be nice. They would enjoy that.
And if anything, just to base it on Iron Chef. Just watch an episode of Iron Chef, and then that is the best we have to offer from 1999 for the Food
I agree.
Network. Hands down.
I agree.
Hands
If there's one clear winner out of that entire montage of Food Network stuff, I would keep the Iron Chef. I would maybe add an element of a battle to the death as well in there if we want to get real crazy and primitive. If I don't know who's taking us over, what these aliens are like, but hey, we could truly notch it up a bit and make it highly entertaining and delicious, and you could learn something at the same time.
Yeah, Iron Kitchen, Thunderdome style.
That's what I'm saying. All righty. Well, yeah. I mean, I think we've been, for Christ's sakes, AI producers have been hitting it hard with the segment. Yeah, and I think what we need to do is we need to go to one of our amazing sponsors, because they are the ones, obviously, that make this all happen. And also, you can also help make this all happen, as we always like to say. Throw in there a little support us segment.
There it is. Look at
You
this.
know what?
Look at those little clickies. Look at those little clickies you can click.
Give us some
Look at that one.
clickies. We love
Look at that.
clickies.
Right over there,
Support
there's
us.
a little Patreon. Just go click on that.
See
Give
that?
$1, give $2, give $5. Look over there, there's a little subscribe
Give a
button.
little,
Just
give a little
like,
clicky.
give a like and share.
It helps us out. It helps us continue to make the show. You get into that exclusive Anachronaut club. You become an Anachronaut yourself, helping us. We have tiers on the Patreon. You can even be helping us decide what categories we may want to be putting into the Epoch Traverser in the future, what years we may want to travel, what did we miss in previous years. There's no saying we can't revisit a year either coming up. So I think the sky is the limit. Time is the limit.
Just become part of the crew. Just give us an idea. We'll freaking try and run with it. And if it's bad, we'll still try and make it happen. Twitter's here for all. You help us, we help you. Just a little bit of a show. We put a little song and dance for you.
Damn right it is. But let's kick it off to a sponsee, and then we'll be back after this. So stay tuned, and we will see you really soon.